I am Roxandra. I'm a stress management coach and also a clarity coach, and I work with moms in business. I help moms to find the balance they need between business and raising resilient children and emotionally intelligent children because we definitely need that. But I'm also all about clarity. So my lovely clients, they call me Clarity Queen. And I love that. I have to say, I love that. So I will tell you a bit about me and then I will go through some really good value today because I really want you to feel that you got it. And I really want you to learn to believe in yourself and to believe in your business more and just to thrive and succeed in everything you do because it's so important. So, what I will say, oh, story about me. Originally, I am from Romania. I had my first successful business when I was 16. I had no idea I was doing business. It just happened. I was organizing kids' parties and it just went super big. It was super, super big. And I learned a lot. I learned so much. I had to learn how to do face painting and modeling balloons and how to train others to do. And I took, my colleagues from high school and I was training them and I was getting more contracts and bringing more people in and learning how to delegate stuff and how to you know make this work in a way of just flowing. So it wasn't too much effort that I had to put in because everything was aligned with who I was. So this is one of the things that I really want you to start thinking about. Is your business aligned with who you are? I'm talking about who you are deep inside you. Is this business exciting you? Do you have that excitement? You need to have that excitement similar to when you go in a holiday. When you go in a holiday that you prepare your bags and you're just very, 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 very excited. You can't wait to go. This is exactly what I want for you and your business. So you need to find that inside you. You need to make sure that your branding, your messaging, the services you offer, everything you do, it's aligned with who you truly are. So I really go back to the foundations, and it's always the case about your beliefs, your values, and your needs. And this is it. If you are a woman in business, or if you are a mom, or if you are having any other roles as a sister, as a friend, you really need to understand what your values are and what your needs are. Oh, I love your accent. Oh, thank you, Becky, and thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me. Let's see. Yes, drop in the comments there. If you have any questions, drop any questions in because I really want to make this as engaging as possible. So I've been a teacher for 10 years, just so you know. I hate monologues, okay? So I want to give you really good experience and a transformation straight away here. So make sure you can ask me anything and I'm more than happy to coach you live right now. Right. So let's move on. So I did that and then I left from Romania because I had a vision and I really wanted to go abroad so I could teach. This was it. So since I was a child, I knew I want to be a teacher. This was it for me. And my parents were a bit, skeptic at the beginning because I was 18 and they believed in me, which was great. And I remember they did everything they could financially as well. They supported me in any way, in shape and form. But it was tough, it was difficult. I didn't feel that, but they did. And they told me years later. So they encouraged me and I came, with a bag full of dreams. I was like, let's it. I remember I said to them, I go to change the world. I go to change how kids feel about themselves. I go to change how parents parent kids. I was like, what an 18 years wanted. And I came to England, started, at the university. I got a bursary. Everything was great. Everything was amazing. Hi, Patrice. Hi. Now, let's drop some hearts here. Let's see. I want to see lots of love. Lots of love. Thank you. Lovely. Yeah, so for my story is the other way around. I literally was from hero to zero. Boom, because it hated me. I did everything great. Like I had an amazing life, fulfilled life. I had money. I had fame. I had everything I ever wanted I started teaching from my second year of uni. I was on top of the world. I was organizing different, I was a student ambassador for the university. So I was literally interacting with the international students, and I created different communities, and I created a Romanian community, and it was amazing. We were doing lots of things together, lots of projects together, lots of trips together, and it was amazing. I started traveling around the world, which was fantastic. I was teaching in orphanages. I was going in different parts of the world where, there were disadvantaged children. I went in Kurdistan, Iraq, Peru, Lithuania, in so many places. And it was okay because I did exactly what I was supposed to do. And I didn't care about what everyone else said. I remember when I said I want to go to Peru or I wanted to go to Africa, they were like, oh, you need vaccinations, you need that, you need that. I was like, and? Is it you who will do it, or why are you saying that to me? Okay, I need that. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I will still go, you know? But this was me then, which was fantastic. And then things changed. And things changed really big times for me. I was in a deep depression, deep anxiety with panic attacks every single day for almost 4 years. I was stuck in bed for 3 months. I couldn't move. I lost my ability to relax. My muscles, they were tense. Every single day I had to go to acupuncture, chemo, chemotherapy, reflexology, like all sort of treatments just because I couldn't stand. I did not believe my body anymore. I you can imagine self-confidence wasn't there at all. So I hit it, the burnout stage. And the burnout manifested so badly for me because I got the diagnosis of fibromyalgia, which is a chronic disease. So apparently the doctors, they told me, look, you have to learn to live with pain. This is it. And I went to 4 or 5 different countries and doctors from all over. So I was in my 30s and I refused to accept that. What do you mean to stay on meds all my life? And this is when things started to change because I refused to carry on, in the same circle. I couldn't believe that I couldn't control my thoughts anymore. My brain was on fire. I was really unhappy. I was with no motivation whatsoever. I was really stressed, obviously, that's really obvious, but I had no idea what's wrong with me. I lost myself completely. And I see this happening so often. And unfortunately, I see kids when they are 7 or 8 and they are suffering from anxiety or depression. And this is when I started becoming a stress management coach because I said like, okay, lucky enough, I did a journal. I was really good at that, and I love journaling. So I wrote my recovery journey on paper without even knowing, what's gonna happen. So whatever you are facing, ladies, whatever you find it hard at the moment, whatever you find it difficult right now for you, just so you know, it's a phase. It will pass. It will pass. It's just a matter of how do you react to the situation and what do you take out of it. So you remember when we said about me being on top of the world? Yes. And from there, I went there. And it was really dark and it was really scary. And it wasn't fun at all. But lucky enough, I had that determination and I was really ambitious because this is who I am. And in a way, it worked out for me. And this is the reason why I started working with others. And I was learning more about stress management. And I was learning more about the neuroscience behind how our brain works. I already had the psychology and everything, and pedagogical and everything that I learned. I knew how kids' behavior and emotions and all that stuff, but it wasn't enough because I did not take action. So now, what I would like you to take out from here is I will just tell you a little bit about a little bit of neuroscience behind clarity because everything what I said now is to actually lead to this clarity, the clarity that you need for you and your business and your family. So our brain loves certainty, Believe it or not, yes, it does. And the prefrontal cortex, which is our brain CEO, this is the one who can focus very well, who can take really good and confident decisions and also take action. However, when amygdala kicks in, the stress center is when you are overwhelmed, when you are frustrated, where you are unhappy, when you feel unlucky, when you are angry, when you have fear. This is when you actually are running from a survival mode. So, what this survival mode means to you means that you don't take action, means that you procrastinate, means that you start the imposter syndrome kicks in, self doubt kicks in, low self esteem kicks in, no leadership skills, like all of that because you are in a really, really survival mode. So, all really for your body and for your brain, all it cares is to keep you alive. So then all this anxiety and all the stress and all the overwhelm, it's there and you are on autopilot all the time. Your energy is like rushing. So you're kind of, playing against time. You don't feel like you have time for anything. You feel really, really difficult. So clarity is the bridge between stress and action. In order to take action, you need to have clarity. In order to take action, you need to know where you are going. At least the first step. You don't need to see the whole picture, at least one step. If you see one step, go for it. Don't wait for the perfect time because the perfect time is not coming. I'm telling you, it's not coming. It will never be. This is great stuff, Corey. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love it. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment, please. Thank you. Let's send some confetti for Corey. Confetti. Ooh. I'm glad you like it. It's good. Yes. So this is about clarity. Now, I promise you guys, we're gonna talk about leadership as well, because why it's so important. For me, I do work with moms in business. Yes, I started working with them about stress management. They were really overwhelmed, and then we moved into finding who they are, going back to basics. I told you beliefs, needs, and values. And once they discovered who they are in their role as a mom, as a woman, then it was very easy for them to discover what they want to do in business. So I truly believe that you need to find the business that's going to talk with you. You want the business to talk your language. You want the business that you run to be a business that you want to be in for the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. You want to build a legacy. You don't want just to have a client now, make five, 6 figures now, and then you have no idea what's going to happen next year. I had clients like that. I did. They had 6 figures, which was amazing, but it wasn't aligned with who they were. So the clients were just coming and going, and that was it. They weren't there for long term commitment. So you do want to have clients with you for long term. You want to upsell them. You want to keep them in your life because you already built a relationship with them. So you want them to be close to you and you want to give them 100%. You want to give them all the value you can with them. And if you cannot give them, then you can put them in touch with others that can help them. This is what I would say was the secret to my success and making those connections. And I would be true and I would be honest. I would say, look, I I don't know that much about this subject, but I know someone who could help you. And then you just, make them connections. So true. Money isn't everything. Yes, and money and love, they have the same energy and it's the same frequency. So you can make lots of money, but if you don't love yourself and if you don't love the business that you do, it's not going to work long term. The same the other way around, and money and love, they do have exactly the same energy. And this is when you see so many entrepreneurs, they are so good at what they do, but their heart is not there and their main goal is money, which is fine, they're gonna make money, but you don't know if it's stable or not. Or this is my experience and this is what I saw with my clients that I've been working in the last 5 years. But now going back in the leadership, because I told you I see, if you are a mom, I see being a parent, parenting, it's leadership, believe it or not. You, especially as a mom, what do? You do a lot. You plan everything, you organize everything, you know the finances, you know pretty much everything. You know the school, you know every parties, every, sport they go to, everything. You know everything and you do everything. Same as a leader, right? So what's going to be a really life changing for you is if you will start delegating, if you will start making your kids responsible for things. Small things, like very small steps. You don't have to do it all in once. You just need to start and let that overwhelm that you have and all that to do list that's huge on your plate. Just try to distribute those tasks to someone else, even your partner if you have one, or if you don't have one, try to find systems and strategies to implement to make it everything very, very easy and simple. The same for you in business. Are so many ways nowadays, there are so many apps, so many options we have nowadays, to make things simple. And what I see so often again, in leadership, to be a good leader, you need to have good clarity, good communication, and confidence. Those are the three keys to success as a leader. Same, you are a business owner. You are the leader in your business. So when you are working with a branding team, or when you are working with your email marketing team, or with the social media, or with someone who's building your funnel, or whatever it does in your business, make sure you spend some good time for them to understand who you are. So I mean the brand, who you are as a business, what's your message, what your values are, what is your mission. Because you want those people that work with you to work as a team, and you want to make sure they truly understand your essence, because this is the message that's going to go in the word, and this is how you're going to attract clients based on that message. So you really have to be a good leader. You really have to have clarity. You really have to have confidence. You need to show up as a confident person. Otherwise, who's going to buy from you? Right? So are so many things. I could talk for hours. Let me see. I made here a list with what I promise I'm going to talk about, just to make sure I will deliver exactly what I promised. Let's see who else is here. Hello. Hello, lovely people. It's amazing. It's amazing to be live. I love it. And I love this community. Becky, you are doing an amazing job. And everyone is so valuable here. And they have so many beautiful businesses. And I love it. I love it. Yeah. So I think I mentioned about I will share with you my secret formula as well for success. And this is something that I've been working on for so long, but everything it started when I used to be a teacher in primary school. So I used to write on on the whiteboard to be the best for the kids. This was the version for the kids. So the best B was from behavior, to make sure they have a very nice gentle behavior during the class. E was from effort. So I was talking with them to try, to make more effort and not never give up, and encouraging them in that way. S was from skills. I was telling them that they can always learn new skills, they can always develop new skills. And I was just, preaching about how different we are all and how gifted we are all. And we do things differently, and we have different gifts and different skill sets, and something like that. And then T was from teamwork, to work as a team and never compare to each other, and support each other and encourage each other, and like that. So this is how it started. I don't know, more than 7 years ago, 8 years ago. This is the formula. Now, after so many years, I realized that kind of the same formula I created for my kids as a teacher, I could use that in business. And this, I will say, it was my secret formula for success for so long. So I really want to tell you that you don't need a big audience. You don't need hundreds of followers in order to have a six-figure business. I did it, and I did it with less than 3,000 people. You don't need a lot. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. So you do want the people that are coming in your way to be really ready to take action and transform their lives or whatever services you are offering, to make sure that you can help them, and they will stick. And they will stick, and they will tell their friend and another four, five, six members, that are in their community, and then you go from referral to referral to referral. So this is my experience, but this formula is exactly what helped me to do that, and I will share it with you for free because I love to give value. So B, now it's going to be from belief system and behavior. So what you say and what thoughts you have and how you act needs to be in aligned, right? So everything you say, you do, you feel, you think needs to be the same. So if you're telling yourself that I'm rubbish in selling, guess what? You're going to be awful. You're not going to sell anything. If you're saying yourself, I'm not good enough in creating a masterclass, you're going to procrastinate. You're not going to do it. So you really, really have to look for those thoughts and what you're doing and what you're feeling and how So beliefs and behaviors, they are the first one, I would say. Once you start working on those, and once you start seeing the patterns that are going, everything changes. And by the way, with the selling, I got to a stage when I don't even need to sell. Like I always hated hard sales. I remember during uni, I worked in a sales in a sales organization, and I had to call and ask if they want to get this loan. And I hated it. You know how many times I got that no, and how many times I had those people being rude to me, especially because I have a foreign accent. In a way, it was harsh for me at the time because I was only like 21, I think 22. It was really, really hard, but it taught me a good lesson. Like, and now I can definitely take a no very easily. But with my business, I don't even have to pitch. You know, I'm so true to who I am, and I'm just so open and telling exactly what I can do for them, and they would just ask how much is it, or what do you offer, or how can we work together, and this is it. I don't do all that hard sell, and I don't even think about money anymore. I'm all about value. I'm all about making the transformation. So my goal was to transform 100 lives, family dynamics. This was my goal. I hit it that. Now my next goal will be 200 and 500. I'm all about the impact that I go and I live and I do. So yes, and now the E, this is a really important one. E, it's from energy, emotions, and also effort. So, energy, let's talk about energy. You really need to work and see what brings you energy. What do you like the most to do, and you don't feel like you do it? You're just so good at it, and you could do it for hours and hours and hours, and you wouldn't get bored of, and gives you energy. It could be writing, would be the creative part, it could be the analytic part, it could be the strategy part, it could be whatever it is. Find that. The second, what's draining your energy? What do you delay in doing? What do you hate doing it? What do you find difficult doing? And then what you can do, if you really have to do it, then it's a case of combining something that brings you joy and energy with something that you find difficult to do. And then once you do that, it's going to be so much easier for you. And the other, obviously, alternative will be to hire someone to do the things that drain your energy, because those people will probably be the the good energy for them, right? So you just have to find those people that, for example, if it's email marketing, maybe I are really rubbish and I don't like it and I feel like it's time consuming. Then I'm gonna find a really good copywriter who loves writing emails and who's really good in actually do the whole email marketing thing. Right, this is it. So, and then S is from skills, and it's still the same as it was, the formula as it was when I was a teacher, because I truly believe that in order to evolve and in order to really go in places, like big places, you need to learn more and more and more. We are in a continuous learning curve. This is what the way I say it, at least. I don't think you are ever in a stage where you can say like I know enough, especially with how everything goes so rapidly in the world and how IE started kicking in, and how so many new systems and so many new programs, and it's a lot. It's a lot. And so just make sure you're always training your brain as well, and giving that new information and new skills, and it's going to fulfill you as well, because we do need that. We do need to know more. We do need to feel good about yeah, about what do we know. And then the last thing is the teamwork. And when I say teamwork, I mean it. I mean it. And the power of building connections and start doing networking is huge. I'm telling you, it's huge. So many doors can open just if you are true to who you are and you start talking about what you do with others and start collaborating with others. And then you'll see you might not get money out of it, but you're going to get lots of other things. I have groups, and I've had groups with my clients, and we talk about I have specific groups about podcasting and public speaking, because I love this part of my business as well. I love the public speaking, and I love, showcasing in podcasts as well. I love to share, my knowledge and reach as many people as I can. I told you my goal is to help 200 this year. So this is it. It's very, very easy. Start building those relationships. And once you start connecting with more and more people that are really in line with what you do, and you connect with them, and they see you, who you are, and you see them, this is when you start making more magic together. And this is when you start to see other doors are opening. And this is when you're going to learn new things, and you're going to be really good in your element, and you're going to feel supported and loved and so much more. It's beautiful. So this is my best. This is in order to be the best in business, in your business, I will say try to take this formula from me, because this is what worked for me, and this is what definitely what works for my clients. Now I do have a gift for you guys. So what I will do, if you write in the comments, or even if you're watching this on replay, that's fine, just hashtag replay. And if you send me butterflies, I'm more than happy to invite you in my community, which it's free at the moment, okay? So I will leave it for free. So it's Super Mom's Magic Circle, and also 5 of you, I will give you a free clarity session. So first 5 women that are writing clarity, you get this as a present for me, because it was Valentine's Day and it's my husband's birthday. So I want to give you this as a gift. So this is it then. And also, oh, one more thing. I have a podcast which is called Be You, and it is part of the community Super Moms Magic Circle. It's free of charge. I'm not charging. All I really want is from you to show up, come to me and say you want to be part of Be You project, and then I will make sure I will book you in, and then we can have an interview together. You can share your story, share your experience, share your knowledge, and I leave a door open for you to promote yourself, to promote your services in a very nice and friendly way. And I will say for this, I just started this 2 weeks ago, and we have more than 50 women involved already. And I did already 20 interviews so far. So it's a long-term, thing. It's gonna go. Booked, I have booked until August now, but open a few more slots just because I can see it's a global moment. We have women from all over the world, and it's beautiful. You're gonna love it. So I would love you to be part of it as well if you want, and you feel it's right for you. Any questions, write them in the comments, and I will be more than happy to come back and to answer to your questions. It was lovely being here tonight for you. Becky, thank you very much for having me. I send you lots of love, lots of kisses. You are doing great. Just remember that. Keep on smiling and just try to find a bit more about who you are as a business lady, who you are deep inside there, and I'm sure you're going to make lots of magic. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Have a good evening. All the best.